So far, this is May 22nd, and we've gotten like 0.4 inches of rain. The yard's in a pretty sad shape. And then I've got 3 bags. In May and June, I applied the first 2 Sunday treatments, and now we're going to apply the final 2 Sunday treatments for the year. Good afternoon. Fall is here. This is the second weekend in October. We've been really dry here. Well, actually, August was really wet, and September, we really honestly only got about an inch of rain. We were really dry, and we just got rain in the middle of the week. So I'm going to apply the middle Sunday application right now, and then next week I'm going to apply the winter preparation. Now, I want to do this right now. We're actually having temperatures that will approach freezing in the middle of the week. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the excess leaves off the ground, and then once I get the leaves off the ground, I'll real quickly water the yard before I put the Sunday treatment down. Well, the next step is for me to actually water the yard. So let me, I'm gonna put like 12 minutes of water down. Okay, I have a Rachio Sprinkler system, and I'm gonna put 12 minutes of watering down on the 3 zones. I have 1 zone for the front yard and 2 zones for the side yard. So I'm going to do front yard, side yard. I'll set a time for all of 12 minutes. Maybe I better do 10, it's getting dark pretty quick. So anyway, we run. And the sprinklers will start up. Right, now we're going to give the side yard a good watering. Before the next season begins, I probably need to kind of resize these up a little bit. I've got 1, I've got 2, 1 right behind this tree right here. I've got 3, and I've got 4. Give it a few minutes to water this lawn. All right, this is the Sunday shipment I got actually a while back. This was supposed to be put down in late August, but anyway, when I was going to put it down, it was really dry, it was really wet, it had rained a lot. The next time that I went to go put it down, I was gonna put it down, it was really dry, and it was dry the entire month of September. So we finally got some rain on Wednesday of this week, this being Saturday, so I'm going to put this down. This is the Sunday Grass Powerhouse. It's it's iron for a deep green, nitrogen for a lush growth, and seaweed extract. Now, they did the chemical test. I actually did some soil samples, and they tested my soil, and they found that I'm really low in iron and nitrogen. So they basically built this mix proportions just for my yard. 2403 is in the Grass Powerhouse, and it contains 24% nitrogen with 3% soluble potash and 0.1% of chelated iron is what I'm going to be putting down. So let me prep everything. Got the water to fill up the pipe. Go ahead and start the water this way. And start the water this way. Let's get started. I'm gonna go over here, start it from the back, and work myself backwards. I'm gonna spray this area down really heavy, because this area here gets the most sun damage. It's got a little gauge to tell you how much you've got left. They're real hesitant about sending iron in as a treatment, because most lawns have plenty of iron. And for those lawns that are deficient in iron, you want to be very careful not to allow that to get into the water streams. Just making sure it's getting on the lawn here. Now, all of these chemicals from Sunday are natural. So they're all natural. They're not the chemicals that you're gonna find through your chemical companies. I have relocated to the side yard, so let's start treating it. I hold the hose in one hand and swing the nutrient bag in another. It's hard to gauge, so I'm just going to do 2 swings over each area. I've got the front and the side yard are both fertilized. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take the hose apart and start watering the backyard. I got one more bag to go. Let me do the southwest garden, left midfield, deck yard grass, northeast fence, rear field, and southeast field. And let me give each one of these about 6 minutes. Just finished watering this area over here before I move the camera back here. Anyway, I call this the southwest garden, this being the garden here with the fire pit. I'm watering the deck yard grass. It has a sprinkler head in that corner, and this thing here reaches pretty far. It's got a sprinkler head here that also reaches pretty far. These are 3000 MP sprinklers. And it's also got the newly installed sprinkler head right there that gets this section over here. Given these areas watering, let me go ahead and prep this hose for the Sunday treatment. Go ahead and put the Sunday adapter on here. Go ahead and connect the chemical bag. All right, so as soon as we're watered, we're ready to go. The next area I'm watering is what I call the northeast fence. I've got an MP 2000 for 180 degrees there. I got an MP 1000 for 90, just to get that tiny little corner that's not reached. I've got another, actually I think that's an MP 3000 right there. It gets a really far reaching area. And I capped off because I actually had another MP 1000 right there. I wanted to use the extra pressure to make sure that we got that area real there. Next area that's going to start spraying is the rear field. And this one here has a little bit of a low water pressure. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, these are 2 MP 360s. These are MP 3000 360s. Now the water pressure is a little low, so they don't throw as far as the recommendations are. But you've got streams that throw water and water areas close, and you've got streams that fly way out. Oh, I think I get probably 12 feet distance out of those, maybe even more than that. But anyway, I'm watering the midfield area right here and giving that area watering. The area that I call the southeast fence. So this covers the southeastern corner. We got a sprinkler head there, a sprinkler head there. There's actually a sprinkler head underneath that stack of twigs that I cut down from the tree that I'll use for fire pits and stuff like that. I've got the wood there that's drying. But anyway, got a sprinkler head there and the final sprinkler head here. And this area picks up the area that cannot be covered. I've got my Sunday bag ready. I got my hose ready. So let's start watering. Anyway, this is just a game of unrolling and rolling the hose and rerouting the hose. But anyway, finishing up the last 20 or 30 square feet. And we're gonna come in with just the right amount, it looks like. We've got such a small amount of leaves, but we've got them in a lot of concentrated areas and stuff, and we've got a little bit of grass lawn that's grown, so I'm gonna go ahead and just mow the grass, and I'll collect up all the rest of the yard debris and stuff. And I ran over the multitude of it with the lawnmower already. All the bigger pieces and chunks I wasn't able to do, I picked up and put in the same bag. It's gonna go in the same place anyway. So now I'm just gonna go do a final mow over, gather up the rest of the leaves for this side. Now that the fun's done, I'll start it on the other side. Well, now that I've got the leaves up and everything, probably doing this a little bit too late because I probably should have done this before the leaves fell. But anyway, that's the reason why I took time to get the leaves up. See what we get in here. The typical Sunday, we've got the instructions, all the different things that you can actually do. They have weed control, grass seed, pet patch, nutrient pouches, and pest control. Anyway, what they sent me, 3 packages of Fall Fortify. Hose all the Fall Fortified pouches during one application. Fortify for winter and boost root growth with iron, seaweed, and calcium. Don't worry if you're running late. You can hose on a patch after set date. Just be sure to wait at least a week between applications. So this will be the last application that we're going to do. They also give me a items list of what they shipped. What the Fall Fortify looks like. But anyway, this is lawn and garden nutrients for a Fall Fortify. It provides iron, micronutrients, and calcium nutrients. Anyway, I've gotten 3 patches. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this nozzle on. And this right here is actually, I like this hose because it actually has a block off, so I can go ahead and block this off. All right, let me turn the water on. Now, one of the things that's happened on several of these is I go like, man, this is taking forever. And it turns out this little thing has popped out. So make sure this is popped in real nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start in that area right there and work myself backwards. Okay, let's start the work on the side yard. Now that we're done, the favorite part of this is disconnecting the slinky hose and clean up. Okay, well, it's been a long day or a long afternoon, but we've got a lot done. I got the front yard mowed, side yard mowed, a little bit of grass, but mainly just to collect all the leaves. I put down the Sunday treatment. I put down the Fall Fortify treatment. We will see what happens. It's a little late. I think they sent that to me in October, and it's the first week in December, so I'm just a little bit late on that. Anyway, they want you to put that in where you're going to have 24 hours without rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I think it's going to be in the afternoon, so we should be pretty good with that. In the backyard, I blew all the leaves, got the leaves kind of in the central bed and up against the compost bin over there. Now you can see this lawn needs a lot of help this year. Some space there for a little river stream to take the water that comes out of the retaining wall there. Well, we got the car loaded up. We Vogel State Park, I think it is. Then we just gently ease this around.